Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fat for Weight Loss channel. My name is Aaron, and today I'm going over a whole chicken that you can do in an air fryer. So this is a recipe that has worked really well for me in the past and has been getting great results from people who have also bought my Healthy Keto Air Fryer Cookbook. This is my latest cookbook that's available on Amazon and all good bookstores. I think it's also in Whole Foods as well if you're in the US, or it's in Dimmicks and Big W and everything in Australia here. So definitely go ahead and grab your copy of this. But I want to show you the whole chicken that you can do in an air fryer. So I've got a Ninja Max, and that can fit a whole chicken. Generally, most air fryers will be able to fit a whole chicken, but let's dig into the recipe. So usually with these videos, I follow up with some questions and answers for you, but I haven't had a whole bunch of questions about this recipe because it just works really well. But I just wanted to go over some of the concepts of this recipe for you so that you make sure that you understand properly before you jump in and try and do a whole chicken in your air fryer. So generally, getting a good quality chicken is going to help a lot with this recipe. You don't want cheap chickens that you buy for, bulk dozens or whatever that is. You want to get a really good quality chicken, free range if possible. That's going to work the best, and it's going to taste the best too. Now, what happens with this recipe is you cook it upside down first. So basically what that means is that you want the breasts down for the majority of the cooking. Because the breasts are the tenderest meat and they tend to dry out very quickly, you don't want to cook with those close to the heating element for a very long time. Otherwise they will brown and they will dry out and they'll become really rubbery. So you don't want to do that. So depending on where your element is on your air fryer, generally they come from the top down. But if your air fryer maybe has the element at the back or the element at the bottom for some crazy reason, then you just want to make sure that you're doing it at that right way. So flipping the chicken upside down, cooking it for the majority of the time upside down, that's going to help cook all the underneath, but also cook through the chicken. And then you want to finish with the breasts on top, and you'll get that really lovely crispy skin. Now, the second thing to note with this recipe as well is that if you really want to maximize the juiciness of this chicken, what tends to happen in an air fryer is that all the fat and oils will drop down to the bottom, which is great if you're trying to minimize the amount of, it's probably not that great, right? So you want to capture that. So what you do is you pick the chicken out of the air fryer and then you pour all of that oil and fat into a separate container. And when you slice up that chicken, you want to be bathing that chicken in that fat and oil. I usually brush the skin with that fat, and there's plenty of really good juicy deliciousness in there. Most of the taste comes from the fat too. So definitely add that back into the chicken once you're done cooking, and it's going to end up with a better result. So I hope this recipe has been really helpful for you. Go ahead, grab a whole chicken. This is going to be much like buying a barbecue rotisserie chicken or a barbecue chook, what we call here in Australia. If you really love those, then you'll be able to do this in your air fryer as well. So thank you so much for watching this recipe, and I'll talk to you soon.